Hello everyone, my greetings to one and all. This is the second session on development experience of India during 1947 to 91. In the previous session, you have understood the state of Indian economy on the eve of independence. Once India got independence, it had to be decided what kind of economic system the country is going to adopt. In that connection, one needs to understand various economic systems. I am Poonam Vohra from EDUPT Economics Learning Center. In this session, you will understand various aspects of the economic systems and the kind of economic system India had adopted. Let me give you a brief idea. An economic system is a system of production, allocation of resources, and distribution of goods and services within a society, by a society, or by the government across a geographical region. It comprises of many institutions, agencies, decision-making processes, and patterns of economic activity that exhibit the economic structure of a country. So let's understand more about economic systems. Economic systems around the world, as there are many economies and functions of each economy is based upon a unique set of conditions. Economic systems are also different in different countries. All these systems can be categorized into three main systems. 1. Capitalist, 2. Socialist, and 3. Mixed. The capitalist system is run by the market forces. It means that means of production are based on private ownership. The firms and households act in self-interest to determine how resources get allocated, what goods get produced, who buys the goods. The purpose is to earn profit. Prices are decided by the market forces of demand and supply, and the role of government is very limited. It is limited to the provisioning of public goods only. Example can be given as America. Socialistic system is a system where production, resource allocation, and distribution of goods are controlled by government. That is, means of production are under public ownership. All the economic problems are solved through planning mechanism, and the main motive here is public welfare. Example can be given as USSR, but a system where both market and government decide what, how, and for whom the goods should be produced is a mixed economic system. In this system, the market is more or less free of government ownership, except in the case of few sensitive industries like defense. Important decisions are taken by the government and economic activities are conducted by the market, implying that profit motive exists in the private sector and social welfare exists in the government sector. The economic system of India. After the British rule, keeping in view the causes of backwardness, the leaders of independent India faced the grave challenge of deciding the economic system that the country would adopt. So it became imperative for the government to adopt such economic system which could bring about growth conducive to the prevailing environment. So the leaders sought an alternative to the extreme version of capitalism and socialism. Keeping in view the socialistic outlook, they found an answer in the economic system which combined the best features of capitalism and socialism. Hence, mixed economic system was adopted with the intention of having the advantages of market as well as command economic systems. So India would be a socialistic society with strong public sector along with the private property and democracy. Leaders thought that planning is required for fair distribution of income, protect the rights of workers, regulates foreign trade, and ensure stability in the economy. Now assess yourself. After independence, India had adopted mixed economic system. The question to you is, why did India adopt mixed economic system? Do they really care about welfare? Give your views. After independence, India opted for mixed economic system simply because the leaders of the country wanted to give importance to both public sector as well as private sector, though initially they had given emphasis on public sector only. So there was the twin objective of having public welfare as well as profit motive. They do care about welfare of the country, but they may not always be necessarily inclined towards it, simply because the leaders allowed the market forces to operate in certain areas. I hope you have understood the two extreme forms of economic systems, capitalistic on one hand and socialistic society on the other hand. And in between these two there lies mixed economic system which India adopted. I am sure you must have also understood that why did India adopt mixed economic system. With this, the session comes to an end. However, we shall continue further with the unit, and the next session would focus on economic planning in India. Till then, keep reading and keep learning.